What's up, y'all? Woo! So you know, how's everyone? Hope everyone is well today. It's a nice day outside. It's a nice day to stay inside because Corona is still going on. Oh, COVID is still happening, which means try not to go outside. And don't go outside if you don't have to or don't need to or whatever. Um, if you're wondering what this like huge box is in my background, it's a bed frame for a queen bed. Currently have a twin. I think this is a twin. Yeah, I be getting confused and shit. I think it's like twins, the smallest, then full, then queen, then king, then California king. I don't know if those are the only ones. If those aren't the only ones, let a nigga know. I don't know what the other I don't know some smallest to biggest. I'm not sure what all of them are. Those are the only ones that I know. But right now I have a twin. I'm getting a queen. I'm waiting for the mattress, and so I can set it up. I ordered a bunch of shit off of Amazon, cause some money was hitting. I didn't blow up on my money in one place, cause I'm not that stupid. But I have some room to get some stuff, and I got some new stuff. Y'all see that in a later video, like probably next week. I'm gonna be moving my room around, so I'm gonna record doing that, and y'all get to see what my room looks like now, and what it's going to look like, or what it looks like when I'm finished with it. Nothing crazy special. I'm not like painting or nothing or doing that. I'm just moving shit around and getting new stuff and a couple new things that I wanted and needed. But yeah, that's what this big ass box is. The frame for the bed. Ooh, it doesn't have the box. That's probably how long. Okay, but anyway, I actually recorded this video twice yesterday and was supposed to post yesterday, or planned on posting yesterday. I wasn't supposed to. I could post whenever the fuck I want, but I planned on posting yesterday. But there was the thing, when you were starting to run out of space on your phone, that popped up and it didn't save the video. So when I tried to upload it onto the page, it didn't upload. So I just said, fuck it, gave up. I was like, you know what? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. But, so yesterday, you saw a few videos before about me talking about a friend of mine that passed away recently on the 12th, on my sister's birthday. The second sister after me. I'm the oldest, and then it's Sophia. Her birthday was on the 12th. And also, a very good friend of mine, Dominic, passed away. And his funeral was yesterday, which is why I planned to do the video yesterday. But I was just over it, and I was like, I need to just chill. I was hungry and annoyed, and just gave myself a headache, and was thinking about so much, about Dom, and it was a bit of a day. It was rough. It wasn't as rough. Walking into it, I was try to keep my composure, just it's a sad day, but that's a part of life, and you just have to accept it, move on, grieve in your own way, and just think about all the good times and even the bad time. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. There's been bad times. There's been good times. You gotta think about all of that shit. But I'm gonna remember him as a positive person, because that's what he was. He just had issues and problems like everybody else in this world does. Nobody's perfect. But it was a rough day. It wasn't as rough as I expected it to be, actually. But it was a little rough. It was really rough when his mom came in, and her reaction is what I expected, but then when it happened, I was just like, oh Lord. Me and my best friend Dominic, I had two friends, Dominic, named Dominic. One passed away, and one was someone that used to date, the both of them. I was actually friends with the Dominic that passed away. I was friends with him first, and then we both met the other Dom at the same time, on the same day. Because we were together all heading to the same party, and then we ended up meeting on the bus, and he overheard us talking, and he asked us where we was going, or he asked if we were going to such and such a party, and I was like, yeah, and then, whatever. And since then, it's just, what's that saying people say? And the rest is history. I think that's the saying. After that, the rest was history. But they dated, and me and we called them light skin Dom, dark skin Dom. Light skin Dom was the first one that I knew, who was my best friend, and dark skin Diamonds, who is now also a best friend. Um, yeah, but we were like, trio. We're basically the Powerpuff Girls. I'm Blossom. Dark skin Diamonds Buttercup. Light skin Diamonds Bubbles, and we don't have Bubbles anymore, which is sad. But yeah, yesterday was a little rough, a little bit. But you know what? It's a part of life. As much as it sucks, like I remember hearing the day of that it happened, and it's like a flood, it's like a flood of memories of him just started coming in my head, and I was like, this can't be happening. This cannot be happening right now. Like, why now? Why? He's so young. He was 22, just turned 22 in January. He had such a life ahead of him and was so talented, but he was caught up in some shit. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like he was perfect and he was just like, oh my god, like he was amazing, like a great person. He had a vibrant personality. He was beautiful inside and out. I loved him so much. I love him still, but he was just like he was a decent human being, a wonderful person, and he deserved to live a hell of a longer life and deserved to have. He's been through so much throughout his life, throughout the life that he lived. He went through so much, and I understand why he I can never see myself doing that. People say never say never, but I could never see myself getting into drugs and all of that kind of stuff. But that's what he got into, was drugs. It's been going on for like maybe the last 2 years, I think, that he's been involved heavily with like coke and crack and stuff. And I don't know yet what he overdosed off of, but I'm assuming it's one of those. Unless he involved in some other, like he could have been doing a world of shit after that. Because once you get caught into one, you get caught into the other and the other. And I remember the first day he said to me and to Dom that he did that, and he was like, it's a one-time thing. And when he said it to me, I was just I kept my cup because I didn't want to freak out on him. I was just like, why? Like, why would you, like, that was what I said. But in my head, I was like, no, 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 oh my god, no. Like, I'll never want to say that I saw this coming, and I hope that it wouldn't, but I saw something like this coming. I just hope that I prayed and hoped that it wouldn't come to this, that he would not OD on drugs, because he was a beautiful singer. He had such a, positive, gay as ever. I love gay people. I absolutely love gay people, like the lesbians, the gays, the trans, all of that. I heavily support the LGBTQ community. There's I don't know if they added other letters officially yet, but I know it as LGBTQ. I knew it as LGBT first, then it was LGBTQ, and then I think one time I saw LGBTQIA, and I was like, okay. Like, I don't fully understand all the different, sexual things, but I accept people. Like, I love people, whether they're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whether they are gay or straight or whatever. Like, I really don't care. I've never been a judger of who you love or your race or, what you identify as. That's who you are. I'm gonna love you for you, and that is all. And I loved him for him, and he was wonderful. And people be so hyped about having like gay best friends. He was actually, I think, my first. Was he my first gay best friend? Oh, sometimes I gotta think about it because I don't know. I think he was my. I know. I think I had a friend that I went to elementary school with that ended up being like bi, but I didn't know at the time. So to me, like, my first really like heavy experience in having a gay best friend was him. And I actually learned a lot from him of like, like that's when I really started to like see more of like, gay people. Like, I kind of like I was never like, I never shied away from them. Like, you are what you are, and that's fine by me. Like, live your life. But and if anybody's wondering, I am not currently gay. I am not like, I haven't had that experience. What I know right now is that I like men. I am not opposed. I think women are beautiful. I think they are gorgeous. I admire their beauty. I don't think it necessarily means that I like them like that, because I never had that experience. But it's like, people really don't know what, like, sometimes in their head they're like, like, me, if I see, like, I'm like, oh my god, Rihanna is and Demi Lovato, Jesus, they are beautiful. Like, people just, not even famous people, just women on the street. Women are beautiful. Women are beautiful. Men are beautiful. Everyone is beautiful. I have not had that experience yet, so I don't know if that's something that I will ever, be into per se. But I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, whatever. Right now, I'm straight. Right now, I like men. But I also think women are beautiful. And I'm not opposed. Like, if a woman asks me out on a date, okay. Sure. I like to have the experience. I like people have to experience things firsthand to really know what it is. Like, even in their head, if they're like, oh yeah, she's beautiful, she's this, she's that. Like, women could just think women are beautiful and not necessarily be, attracted to them in that way. Or same with men. Men could be like, oh yeah, he's a good looking guy, whatever, but that doesn't mean that they're gay. You just think that's a good looking guy. Like, you never know. Right now, I'm just like, women are beautiful, men are beautiful. I've only had experience with men, so that is what I'm at right now. And whatever happens later in life, I'll update y'all on that, if that ever happens. I've, drunkenly kissed girls before. It's that drunk thing where you, make out with a girl. I think there was one time where I soberly kissed a girl. It was, we were playing Truth or Dare. A few people were playing Truth or Dare, me and a couple friends, and I was sober, and I kissed this girl, and it wasn't horrible. I didn't not enjoy it. It was cool. So I don't know. I might be, but I've never had the experience with really getting to know women that way or dating them or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, being friends with him really helped open me up more to those people, or not those people, you know what I mean. Open me up more to the gay community. I'll say that, to the gay community. Which they are, first of all, if you want to party, you've never partied before, party with the gay people. They are the best people to party with. They are just, wonderful human beings. And it's people are so oh, because they're gay, they're, this. No, they're just human. They're human beings. But I know just being in the environment of, a bunch of, the gay community, or the LGBTQ community, just being around them, they're so, they're positive, all the time. I've never, I don't know. I've never had any, they're just so cool to be around. They're so cool to be around. But they're human. They're not just, gay doesn't define them, and lesbian doesn't define them, and whatever. They're human just like I am. But, I mean, like I said, I love people, no matter what. No matter what they like, or who they like, or what their race is. It doesn't matter to me. I don't give a fuck. But yeah. Dom, like I said, I'm not going to air out all his business and tell, all his tea and all of that, whatever. But he was a beautiful person, inside and out. And he had his issues and his problems, just like everybody else. So, I mean, he's human. He's going to make mistakes. He's not always going to make the right decision. He's not always going to, you can't expect people to be perfect. Ever. Don't expect someone to just be perfect ever. That's not in our makeup. We're not made to be perfect. What is being perfect? But he got involved with drugs, and since then, his head has been messed up, and he's just been all over the place, literally all over the place. And it really, for a time, it seemed like he was doing a little better, but then he fell back in, and then this happened. And it's really sucks. It really, like I said, like a flood. When I found out he passed away, it was like a flood of him just started to come in my head. And I was like, wow. And then yesterday at the funeral, as they were lowering his casket into the ground, I had to see it from afar because for some reason they said only 10 people could go actually up to the thing to see it, right in front of them. But I saw from afar, and then as soon as they started to move, I was just I just saw his face. I was looking at the casket going down, I was just seeing his face in my head at the same time, and it was just wow, this is really it. I mean, it was already it. It was it the day he died. But it was just it really sometimes when you really have to see something for you to hit. I still just can't even understand. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I've accepted it because That's how we live. We die. Nobody's gonna live forever. Um, I wish sometimes, people. I don't know if anyone like is fan of vampires. I wish sometimes that vampirism existed, because then you can like choose when you die. Like you have that option to choose. Unless of course somebody tries to kill you, then it's like you can't control that. But it really like it still hasn't I'm thinking about him every day since I think about him. I thought about him before that because I know he's been struggling and going through shit, which is why he got involved with the drugs in the first place. But ever since then, I've just been nonstop. Gave myself a headache yesterday just playing over and over in my head like just him over and over again in my head. Like he deserves so much better, and I really wish he would have been able to turn his life around and do better for himself, because he deserved that. And I understand, like I don't support drug use of any kind. I mean, like the whole weed thing, that's like medicinal, that helps with healing and stuff, so that's fine. Anything else, it's like, why? What's the reason? Like, it's so dangerous. It really is. um but I understand. I will never fully understand because I wasn't him. I'm not in his shoes. But I could seeing the shit that he's dealt with and been through, and the fact that he turned it over. I really hope that would never happen to him. But I'm not like I. When I found out, I was just like, wow. I was just thinking, like, why would you? And he was like, oh, it's a one-time thing, and I'm just something I'm trying or whatever. I'm just trying it, and I was like, that's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. That's what they all say. That's what they like. Even if maybe there's that little percentage of people that are like, I'm just trying it, and that's it. They try it, and they're done. And that's it. They tried that one time just to have the experience, and that's it. But it's like, you don't understand. Snorting that stuff up your nose, I don't even like, my nose is so sensitive, I don't even like anything near my nose, like, at all. Like, it just be like, I'm so sensitive to smell, it's ridiculous. And if anything touches my nose, I'm just like, this all the time and shit, trying to get it off. Like, to snort that up your nose, that shit goes right up to your brain. That fucks with your head. His head was completely fucked with. You don't even understand how much sense that he did not make after he started taking that drug. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that shit is really unsafe. And it takes a lot of people. Out. And it took him out. But yeah, yesterday was the funeral, and it was a bit rough, but it wasn't as terrible as I thought. Like I said, the most reaction I had was like, we went in there, and I didn't expect to not cry. I'm not trying to be no tough ass bitch. Like, this is my friend. This was my best friend at one point, and it's sad, and we were close, and he died, and it's like, it's upsetting. But his mom came in, that said it all for me. Her reaction was just, it's exactly what I expected. But then I felt it, like like the way she reacted, I felt that like so much, and I started crying, and then Adam started crying, and I was just like, whew. I was just like, let me. Sometimes you gotta let it out. It's okay to cry. Don't ever think you cannot be emotional. It's okay to cry. It's okay. It's a part of being a human being. People are so like fixated about not showing emotion. Show that motherfucking emotion. They actually put me in the the little I always forget what that shit is called. The they make the little books, the little book things for the my friend Kiera was there, and she said the name of it, and I forgot what it was called. But anyway, the little books they make, the little like that shows what they're gonna do for the funeral or whatever. And they read like there's stuff that they put on there about his life, like his life story or whatever, and they read parts of it, and I was in it, and I was not expecting that. But his family didn't know that I was close to him. He was close to me. We were important to each other, and that I was there for him. It said like his best friend was Allison Pitts. That was me. That's me. They were ride or die. She accompanied him to his pop-ups going home service or something like that. I think that's what it said, like that. Um, that I was his best friend, that we were about to die, and that I accompanied him, which I did. That was a bit of a day for him. Oh my God, Jesus! I have never seen him so emotional. That was the rawest emotion I had ever seen from him, which is understandable. And there's so much that goes into that, but that's not anybody's business but his. Um, but yeah, I was surprised by that, but I was thankful that they acknowledged me because we were close to each other. But yeah, it was a day. I saw some old faces because I hadn't seen his mom in a while. I hadn't seen his grandma, his uncle in a while. I hadn't seen his cousin. His cousin didn't end up coming, but because he wasn't able to take it emotionally. Um, but yeah, I did. There was a couple friends that were there that came that I haven't seen um, in a while, and it was nice seeing people. And it was a sad day, but we had some laughs and talking about Dom and just talking about other shit. Busting it up, whatever. Um, but yeah, yeah. And I appreciate so much the people like asking me, like, you okay? Sorry for your loss. If you need to talk or whatever you need, I'm here for you. And because it's like there's the family, of course, and it's like that was his family, so they lost someone in their family. But for people like me, or like that was his best friend, for people like Dom, who they dated for a significant amount of time, and they were important to each other, and they shared a lot with each other, like for us, like we were the closest people to him, like um outside of like family, and even like like not to delve into his family drama, because he definitely had some family drama. But when he felt like he had nobody, he had us. He had me, he had Dom, and that's all he needed. That's all he needed. That's all he would have ever needed, was the two of us, because we had him. We got him. But I think he like became closer with his cousin too, Keon, over time. But he had people on his side that would defend him no matter what. He had people on his side. And just seeing him, just not seeing him, because his spirit is somewhere else. His spirit is gonna live on, and he's gonna move on to the next life or move on to other things. Um, but seeing his body in that casket, it was just so weird and so unreal. It didn't even feel real, like, at all. It was just like, please let this be a horrible dream. Um, but seeing his body and his mouth looked weird. The way they did his mouth and his forehead and the way they cut his hair and even his fingers. Like, he was a thin guy, but his fingers looked like extra skinny, and it was just like weird seeing like what used to be his body laying there. But yeah, yeah. Well, I done talked y'all ears off long enough. If y'all have stayed this long, I appreciate y'all listening to me talk and vent and whatever. But yeah, it was an experience. It was an experience. But please take care of each other. Uh, Tell each other you love each other. Be positive. Appreciate. Don't take advantage. Just you never anybody in this world. People are dying every day for several different reasons. Not just corona, it's not just whatever. People are dying out here. Appreciate who you have and what you have, and be thankful and grateful. And take care of yourselves, and take care of your loved ones. Do what you can for each other, and just be positive and be great, and love each other and spread positivity, and just don't take things for granted. Love them while they're there, because they could be gone tomorrow. You could just talk to them. And then an hour later, something happens to them. Please, 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 please. It's important that we are positive, especially in times like this with our dumbass president and with COVID-19 going on. And just the world in general is fucked up. So we gotta put as much love and positivity into it as we can. As much as we can. But thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and just, be good to yourself, love each other. And I will see y'all on the next video. Thank you for watching.